can see he's been around the block. If we fudged at all to play the run, he was able to ultimately run and throw the ball. And if we fudged at all to play the pass, he ultimately ran the ball, and we had to really fly back down in there to make plays. But no, he's a good one.
I thought he was very good. I don't know. I mean, big. He's mobile. He can run.
Yeah, mobile, quick release. I mean, he's a preseason All-American.
Yeah. What? First of all, I mean, you guys were down most of the game. Showed a lot of. I mean, regardless of who you were playing, showed a lot of, I thought, character on your part to hang in there. I mean, even there at the end, you guys really hung in there.
Well, finally, I thought we settled down a little bit offensively. At first, I thought it put us in a little bit of a spin when we turned the ball over right away. And then we settled in, we established a running game, and then they committed everybody to the run, and then we had to get back and throw the ball a little bit more and distribute it. And then I thought we settled down the stretch, especially late when we got that ball over there to Paul. I thought that was a great throw and catch.
You tell Ray a lot about Paul, but man, that guy just, I mean, if he gets his hands on it, I don't think I've ever seen him not come down with something. It's amazing. Because that wasn't easy.
I saw one time where he tried to look away, he tried to score early. We were about 4 or 5 games ago.
I don't remember, but I mean, that wasn't an easy catch. It looked like the ball was almost behind him,
Yeah.
Man, that was, and did you just, I know Scott threw that second tough interception. Is that when you decided to make the change, I mean? Or?
Yeah, Scotty, I just felt like he was probably pressing. You get into these kind of games, we're talking about Southwest Baptist, but I don't know how many of these kids were around for those fights that they were in, and the Central Methodists and all those teams that we have to battle to get beyond and past them. And so these kids, it's new to you when you come in to play these type of games and you press. And Scotty, we all know his heart. He got a great heart, but I thought he was pressing a little bit too much. He was spinning around and he just threw the ball up in the air. At that point, you probably take the sack. So you figure, what? Let's just settle him down. But then Kyle came in and was being productive.
Very good. He made some big plays, running and stuff. I know. I mean, you could always see the athletic ability. I don't know if it was just that. It seemed like he made more plays with his feet than he's been able to do.
Well, he was. I thought he was pressing before.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the exact word I think too. I thought both of these kids were pressing at some point this season, and you have to learn to settle down. We see that in the NFL.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, and Kyle made some exceptional throws. I mean, I thought showed his arm strength, a couple across his body, and even that touchdown to Lloyd when he got out of some trouble. I mean, he made some very big plays. Yeah. And I know Paul, you kind of expected with him, but Peter Lloyd's really come up big for you, hasn't he?
Peter's coming up big. He made a couple of real nice runs after the catch today, and he's a young kid that we feel's got a lot of talent. He seems to just keep showing up more and more.
I guess Paul. I mean, you kind of expected now to Paul, don't you? I mean, he's still a young guy, but he almost seems like a
young guy. But first of all, Paul's got an awful lot to learn still, so, and he knows that. He's got an awful lot to learn, but the raw ability, we can see that, the ability to catch the ball. We just think that this kid's, the sky's the limit for this kid. We got to keep working at it.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I guess right at the end of the field goal, I mean, I know it was a long one, but still with the win. So I guess Austin Black, like they say, got a hand on it.
Oh, who got it?
That's what they say. He said it too when I talked to him. So, I mean, with the win, I guess you had to be a little nervous when they were lined up.
Of course you're nervous. I mean, it's a kickable ball, and we just thought it was important to drive through, and you know that's going to be a low kick from that far out. See if you can get a hand on it.
Big play after when they got the ball back after you had to punt it away, to stop them on a 3 and out. That was huge,
Yeah.
even if they did a couple first downs, it might have made it
Yeah.
tough. Yeah.
Yeah, because, you know, that was a big part of that whole decision, you know, it was 4th and maybe 1.5, and you've been around long enough, you know we normally go for that. But you're looking at 5 minutes on the clock, if you go for it and don't make it, the game's
Scored.
decided.
Yeah.
So we went ahead and punted it, saying, okay, defense, let's see what you got. And they responded, I thought, very well.
Was that team as good as you thought they were? I mean,
Oh, yeah.
you said going in they
Oh,
were a good
yeah.
team. Yeah.
You know, they were 6-2. They've beaten Division I teams before.
Yeah.
You know, they've beaten FBS. I want to say it's one of those MAC schools. It's one of those high. They beat Dayton before, you know. A few years ago, but the same coach, same staff. They've been there. So, and they're 6-2, and they're ranked in the nation at their level. They've got an All-American quarterback. They had a linebacker leading the nation in Division II tackles for loss. I mean,
Yeah. That's good.
Oh, yeah.
And they got a good scheme, it seemed like, too, you know, with
Yeah, they run the old 3-3, and against us, they committed everybody to the run after we started running them.
yeah.
I mean, they committed everybody to the run. And we were before they were better than them.
It's good enough, I mean, for a guy like Kyle, I mean, it's good. You got to be impressed the way he stayed mentally ready. I mean, you know, that's probably not the easiest thing to do. You know, hadn't played, I think, in 4 weeks, and to come in like that, cold off the bench. I thought that was very impressive, didn't you?
You know, who knows? You know, sometimes a guy needs time away.
Yeah. But I mean, just the fact he was able to stay that sharp mentally, it seemed like, you know,
Well, that's my point.
yeah.
By getting the time away, maybe he had the opportunity to reflect on what he was doing. He continued to work hard.
Yeah.
But maybe he had a little time to maybe reflect on where he was, because we all saw what he was doing. He was forcing balls and doing a lot of things.
Yeah.
And so, you know, sometimes it's good to be away. Maybe this is what he needed. Who knows?